Hi guys, my name is Mohammad Izhaan Khan. Currently, I am pursuing my bachelor's degree in civil and environmental engineering from IIT Patna. So now we are going to start a new topic: chemistry in everyday life, important for means perspective. Okay, it's an easy chapter. It will take you hardly like 3 to 4 hours to complete this whole thing. Alright, so let's just hop on to some of the questions. Which of the following statements is not correct? Alright, whenever there is a question which states that you have to mark something that is not correct, then you should get the signal that you have to be alerted because whenever you see like you'll read the first sentence and if it is right, you'll the tendency to take it correct will be more. So just keep in mind that they're asking you which is incorrect. Alright, so some antiseptics can be added to soaps. Okay, this is correct. Dilute solutions of some disinfectants can be used as antiseptic. Also correct. Disinfectants are antimicrobial drugs. This is also correct. And antiseptic medicines can be ingested. Okay, this is the only wrong option. All right. So antiseptics are applied to the living tissues. Right. Antiseptics are applied to the living tissues such as wounds, cuts, and diseased skin. Antiseptic medicines are what? Antibiotics. Antiseptic medicines are antibiotics. Antibiotics. And these cannot be ingested. Like soframycin. Whenever you get hurt while playing, there's a white tube, soframycin. You can apply it on your body, but you cannot ingest, you cannot eat it. All right. That is an antibiotic. Dettol. Whenever you get hurt, whenever you scrape your knee, it is cleaned with a solution of Dettol. So that is also an antibiotic. All right. So antiseptics, the medicine form, antibiotic. You should remember this. Okay. Now, which is the correct statement about birth control? Okay. Now it is asking you the correct statement. So the birth control pills contain estrogen only, contain progesterone only, contain a mixture of estrogen and progesterone. This is correct. Okay. So birth control pills contain a mixture of both of these derivatives. They have a mixture of estrogen plus progesterone. No, both are sex hormones. What is the function of progesterone? Progesterone. It suppresses ovulation. And what is the function of estrogen? Menstrual cycle. Alright, so this shows all the important part. Estrogen, progesterone, function of progesterone, and function of estrogen. Now hopping on to the next question. Which statement is about aspirin is not true? Okay. Again, you have to pay diligent attention to the word not true. Alright. So they're asking you the incorrect option among these. So aspirin belongs to narcotic analgesics. Aspirin inhibits the synthesis of compounds known as it has effective in relieving relieving pain. It has anti-blood clotting action. It has neurologically active drug. So not true. Mm. It is effective in relieving pain is true. It has anti-blood clotting action is true. It is a neurologically active drug is also true. This option is incorrect. Aspirin belongs to narcotic analgesics. That is wrong. All right. See, aspirin inhibits the synthesis of compounds known as what? See, this is an aspirin. Aspirin. What does it do? What does it do? It suppresses the synthesis. No, rather it inhibits the synthesis of compounds, compounds known as prostaglandins, which stimulate inflammation, in the tissues and cause pain. So it is effective in relieving pain. Aspirin has many other effects. It may be of the type of antipyretic, like reducing fever and preventing blood platelet coagulation. Because of this anti-blood clotting action, it is widely used to prevent what? Heart attack. Because of because of anti-blood clotting anti-blood clotting action, widely used to prevent heart attack. Okay, now next question. The most useful classification of drugs for medicinal chemists is most useful classification on the basis of chemical structure, on the basis of drug action, on the basis of molecular targets. Yeah, that is correct. On the basis of pharmacological effect. So option C is correct. The most useful classification of drugs on the basis of molecular targets. So, classification of drugs. Classification of drugs is on the basis of molecular targets. Only. And what are these molecules? These are biomolecules. Biomolecules such as carbs, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid. All right. Next question. Which of the following statements is correct? Some tranquilizers function by inhibiting the enzymes which catalyze the degradation of noradrenaline. Tranquilizers are narcotic drugs. Tranquilizers are chemical compounds that do not affect the message. Tranquilizers are chemical compounds. Tranquilizers are chemical compounds that can relieve pain and fever. So tranquilizers are neurologically active drugs. All right. It is a neurologically active drug. Okay. Can be antidepressant also. Antidepressant. How does antidepressant work? It will work by it will inhibit some of the enzymes which will catalyze the degradation of noradrenaline. See, there is a trend. It will inhibit the synthesis of inhibit synthesis of some enzymes. These will degrade noradrenaline to give you a slight push of your adrenaline levels, and that will get you out of your trouble. So if the enzyme is inhibited, the neurotransmitter noradrenaline is slowly metabolized and can thus activate the receptor for longer periods, thereby counteracting the effect of depression. Tranquilizers form an essential component of sleeping pills. They can also be used as what? I can be used as a sleeping pill too. Question number 6. Salvarsan is arsenic containing drug which was first used in the treatment of. So salvarsan is an arsenic containing drug which was first used for the treatment of syphilis. All right. Question number 7. A neurospectrum, a narrow spectrum antibiotic is active against what? Okay, now narrow spectrum. These are some things that you just have to remember. Okay, you have to cram these things up. So narrow spectrum antibiotic is active against gram positive or gram negative bacteria. Okay, so highlight it over there. Narrow spectrum antibiotic. It is. It works again active against gram positive and gram negative. Gram negative bacteria. Question number 8 now. The compound that causes general antidepressant action on the central nervous system belongs to the class of what? So the compound that causes general antidepressant action, I already told you that it is a trine. All right. So again, if I write it, compound that causes general antidepressant on the central nervous system belongs to the class of tranquil nerves. Hopping on to the next question, question number 9 states compound which is added to soap to impart antiseptic properties. Okay, so keep in mind the composition of soap. All right, there are many chemicals that will be added to soap, and you need to understand that whatever the question is asking you, you need to answer that. So currently, it is asking that the compound which is added to impart antiseptic properties. It can also ask you about the compound which is added to for it to like smell so nice. All right, so these can be the variations. And you need to, like simply telling you need to remember what are the chemicals that are present in the soap and what are their functions. Just remember these two things and you will be fine. Otherwise, what will happen is that you will remember the chemicals and they'll ask you some specific property of that chemical over here and you'll get confused. So keep in mind. So the antiseptic properties come from what? By sodium rhodecyl benzene sulfonate. And how is it made? By boiling fats or oils with suitable hydroxides. All right. So all soaps are made by boiling fats or oils with suitable with suitable hydroxide. Reactions are made by adding different raw materials. Dodecyl benzene sulfonate. These are anion detergents. All right. Hopping on to question number 10. So question number 10 asks you, Equinil is artificial sweetener, tranquilizer, antihistamine, anti-fertility drug. So Equinil is a tranquilizer which is used in controlling depression and hypertension. So an example of a tranquilizer is Equinil. Next is question number 11. Which of the following enhances weathering property of soap? All right. So sodium carbonate is there, sodium rosinate, sodium stearates, and trisodium phosphate. So shaving soaps contain glycerol to prevent rapid drying. A gum called rosin is added in these soaps, which form sodium rosinate, which enhances the lagering property of soap. Contain glycerol. Glycerol is added to soap. It functions as what? So glycerol is added to soap. It functions as a filler line to infuse gathering line to prevent rapid drying. Mhm. To make soap damage. So option C is correct. Now, glycerol is added to shaving soap to prevent rapid drying while to enhance the leathering property. Glycerol is added to shaving soap to prevent rapid drying. While to enhance the leathering property. Question number 13. Which of the following is an example of liquid dishwashing detergent? Okay. Ionic, ionic. So you didn't need to remember all these diagrams. If you do remember them, then it is good. But it must be stated in your theory books that the liquid dishwashing detergents are non-ionic detergents. So if this question is all about that. See, this is an ionic detergent, plus minus ionic. Only this is a non-ionic detergent. So this must be the liquid dishwashing detergent. All right. So write it over here. It's an important, mark it important. Liquid dishwashing detergents are non-ionic. So only this one is non-ionic. So this must be your answer. 13th second. Now, polyethylene glycols are used in the preparation of which type of detergents? So polyethylene glycols are used in the preparation of non-ionic detergents. Option C is correct. Non-ionic polyethylene glycols are used in the formation which of the following is not a target molecule for drug function in body? Carbs, lipids, vitamins, and proteins. So drugs usually interact with biomolecules such as carbs, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids. These are all called drug targets. Meanwhile, vitamins are not a target molecule. All right. So you should write this. So, drugs usually interact with biomolecules such as carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. These are called drug targets. Meanwhile, vitamins are not a target molecule for drug function. So, moving onwards to question number 16. Which of the following statement is not true about enzyme inhibitors only? So, first option is inhibit the catalytic activity of the enzyme, prevent the binding of substrate. Generally, a strong covalent bond is formed between an inhibitor and an enzyme. Inhibitors can be competitive or non-competitive. So which of the following is not true? Option C is not true. A is true. It will inhibit the catalytic activity. It will prevent the binding of a substrate, and it will inhibit the competitive or non-competitive. Inhibitors can be competitive or non-competitive. But option C, if you see, inhibitors generally strong covalent bond is formed between an inhibitor and an enzyme. That is incorrect. So correct is 16 and C. So the theory behind is that inhibitors inhibitors are chemical chemical substances which tend to reduce which tend to reduce the activity of a particular enzyme. Particular enzyme. Generally, a weak bond such as H bonding. Or Wonder Wall also. Wonder Wall is formed between the enzyme and inhibitor, not covalent. Which of the following chemicals can be added for sweetening food items at cooking temperature and does not provide calories? So, sucralose is an artificial sweetening agent which is 600 times sweeter than sucrose, and it does not provide calories. So, option D here. Sucralose is an artificial sweetener and is 600 times sweeter than sucrose and does not provide any gain. Next up is question number 18. Which of the following will not enhance nutritional value of food? Nutritional value, minerals will provide vitamins, amino acids, but artificial sweeteners will not enhance the nutritional value of food. Artificial sweeteners are non-caloric substitutes for sugar. They are often intensely more sweet than sugar. That we have seen sucralose is 600 times more sweet than sucrose. So these will not enhance any nutritional value. Vitamins and minerals are essential nutrients because they perform hundreds of roles in the body. Amino acids will enhance the nutritional value of food. So these are all the type of these are all the these are all enhance the nutritional value of the food. Okay, but artificial sweetener, it is just for taste only. It is even non-caloric. Which of the following statements are incorrect about receptor proteins? So, majority of receptor proteins are embedded in the cell membrane. The active site of receptor proteins opens on the inside region of the cell. Chemical messengers are received at the binding site of receptor proteins. Shape of receptor does not change during attachment of messenger. Okay, we have to tell the incorrect. So option A is correct. Majority of receptor proteins are embedded in the cell membrane. Option A is correct. Not the answer for this question, but it is true. Alright, and similarly, option C, chemical messengers are received at the binding sites of receptor proteins. That is also true. Okay, so the answer for this question will be B and B, which are the incorrect. So receptors, outside, correct, outside region, outside region of the cell membrane. Shape of the receptor changes during shape of the receptor changes during changes during attachment of messenger. Question number 28. Which of the following are not used as food preservatives? Alright, table salt is used. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is not used. Cane sugar is used, and benzoic acid are not used. So I'll write it over here. Table salt plus cane sugar are used as food preservative. While sodium hydrogen carbonate and benzoic acid are not used. So remember, just remember these two, table salt and cane sugar. Now next up is question number 21st. Compounds with antiseptic properties are CHCl3, CHI3, boric acid, 1,3 ppm aqueous solution of chlorine. Antiseptic properties. Okay, B and C. I'll just write down the functions of each and every one. CHCl3. सोल्यूशन क्या है इसका? सोल्यूशन है बी एंड सी. ओके, बी एंड सी. This is question number 21st. 21st. Alright. So CHCl3, chloroform. Chloroform was used as an anesthesia. Anesthesia in surgery, but now it is used in the production of the freon refrigerant. Number B, iodoform, CHI. Reduces iodine in coming in contact with skin. On coming in contact with skin. Reduces iodine. So it is used as an antiseptic. Therefore, antiseptic for wounds. Now, boric acid. Boric acid. The boric acid in dilute aqueous solution is a weak antiseptic for eyes. In dilute aqueous solution is weak antiseptic. Weak antiseptic for eyes. And chlorine, it's so less dilute, like in so less quantity, 0.3 ppm, will act as a disinfectant, alright, rather than being the antiseptic. Which of the following statements are correct about barbiturates? Which of the statements are correct? So, hypnosis or sleep is correct, tranquilizer is correct, non-narcotic is wrong, pain reducing. So, barbiturates are tranquilizers which is used as hypnotics or sleep-inducing agents. So, option A and B are correct. So, barbiturates are drugs which are used as hypnotics or sleep-inducing agents. And the third, which of the following are sulfur drugs? So sulfapyridine and prontosil are the sulfur drugs. Salvarsan and Nardil are not. So the sulfapyridine is a sulfonamide. Just sulfonamide. Antibacterial drug. Antibacterial drug. Prontosil. Prontosil is also called sulfomydotazoidine. Sulfomydotazoidine. Salvarsan is arsenic. Arsenic based antibacterial drug And last option D. Nardil is a antidepressant. Okay, so here is where we stop for today, and we'll take up the next questions, the remaining questions in the upcoming session. So all the best and bye bye.